It was easy to stop ballet, though, after the incident. Let me get to it. What happened was, because of The Daily Show, I was on some sitcom that got canceled immediately, and then they offered me the job full time. So I went to my little family, and I said, hey, guys, pretty exciting news. Daddy got a job in New York. Who wants to move to New York? And everybody goes, actually, what if, I'm just putting this out there, what if you commute to New York, killing yourself slowly over time, turning your body into the shape of this fucking cashew airplane seat, and we'll stay here. What do you think about that? So I did that for 2.5 years. I flew back and forth across the country, and I was miserable. Missing it was a great job, but I missed just so many things. Every 10 days, every 11 days, every 9 days, every 7 days, I would rush, leave the studio Thursday, 6:30 p.m., run with a travel bag, get on the E, all sweaty with makeup still on, fucking take it. Sunday, come back, repeat. It was horrible. I missed a ton of shit. I missed all my son's basketball games when he was actually good. Missed a lot of my daughter's ballet. And my son, my son got it. My daughter had a difficult time understanding and actually cried to my wife and said, is Daddy gonna miss another one of my dance recitals? All right, let's not, I feel bad already. And I'll write a dollar amount on a piece of paper, slide it to you, and we'll see what you fucking miss. So, it was a good gig. So I'm upset. My daughter's upset. I see this interview with Warren Buffett, and he says the greatest regret he's had in his entire career is that he could tell you all the things he's missed of his kids, but he can't tell you what he's missed them for. So I see that coincidentally at the same time. Cancel a gig, book out, fly back, only to have the dance recital moved. It was at 12 p.m. Now it's 5:30 p.m. on a Sunday. I already booked a return flight, 4:30. I scrambled to change it, but you know how the airlines have the perfect algorithm to fuck you in an emergency situation? So the ticket that cost me $400 now costs me $1,200 to change. And I'm freaking out. I'm looking at this red eye that cost a fortune, and I'm gonna pull the trigger. When my wife comes in, and she volunteers, she goes, you know, there is a dress rehearsal on Saturday. You might be able to go to that. And I go, yeah. Why didn't you fucking tell me there's a dress rehearsal on Saturday? I'm freaking out over here. That's what I'll do. It's a perfect compromise. And she goes, well, I didn't tell you because the dance teacher's a little crazy. I go, honey, it's like warning me water's wet. No shit, she's a dance teacher. They're all fucking nuts. Every single one I've met is the same washed up, like older lady in a tutu. She looks like a third runner-up in a Mrs. Roper look-alike contest. She's missing a huge Chardonnay, a cigarette, and some poorly applied lipstick. All right, line it up. So I show up on Saturday, send my daughter off to the changing room, asked to speak to the head lady there, Miss Diane, Miss Diane's dance studio. And I say, hey, Miss Diane, how you doing? We got a little bit of a situation. My name's Al. I flew back from New York to see this, and you moved the time, and I've missed 4 of these in a row. My daughter's really sad about this, and I was hoping I could watch the dress rehearsal, if that's okay. She goes, I'm sorry, it's our policy. You can't watch the dress rehearsal. And I said, well, you're Miss Diane of Miss Diane's Dance Studio. If anybody's gonna waive the policy considering my situation, I think I'm talking to the right lady, huh? And I said, why is there this policy? And she points at me. And she says, we don't want you to watch the little girls change. And I go, what? That's crazy. Well, let me be very clear. I don't want to watch any little girls change. I just want to watch my daughter clothed on the dance floor for the 3 minutes she's going to be up there. And I mean, Really, how good of a job have you done training these chicks if they're gonna drop trow day before the show? What are we paying for here, huh? And I didn't even see her, but there was a dance mom on my left sitting down on a couch, and I just saw the arm come up and a finger. And this lady goes, "I don't want you to watch my daughter change." And little Mexican Hulk that lives inside me started to wake up. And he said, "What'd you say, puta?" Mind your own fucking business. I didn't say any of that. What I did say is, "I'm sorry, ma'am. Maybe you didn't hear. I was talking to Miss Diane. And when I was talking to her, I was telling her that my daughter's really sad about this. And I flew from New York. And I go on the whole spiel again. When out of the corner of my eye, I watch a guy, creepy middle-aged guy, walk into the performance space. And I go, "Wait a second. Who's that guy? How come he can go in?" She goes, "That's the lighting guy." And I said, "Ladies, if there's anyone we need to be concerned with, definitely the lighting guy." You see that? No offense. She points at me again. She goes, "How dare you? He's a professional." And I snapped. Here comes the machete. Turkey in the drapes. Because if you have anger issues, you know it just comes. There's no controlling it. So I said, "Really? The lighting guy taking a dance recital gig on the weekend in Pasadena is a fucking professional? You gotta be fucking kidding me. You see this fucking guy? He's a mess." And I did say those 3 fuckings, not noticing that there were 3 little butterflies walking below me going, "Ooh." I did it. I fucked up. I wanted to get in so bad. Anger got the best of me. Miss Diane says, "Sir, your language. You need to step outside." I used to fire people for a living. Like Up in the Air with George Clooney. You ever see that? I fired over 1,000 people, and I know very well that the guy being led outside does not get what he wants in the end. So on the way outside, I decided to blow the whole fucking thing up. I'm standing outside with these 3 old ladies in tutus. And I said, "Ladies, before you say anything, let me say this. My daughter's super sad about this. I'm sad about this. I feel guilty. Really feel upset, putting myself in a position where I had to miss all this stuff. But you guys have this policy that doesn't make any sense, considering that there's another guy in there. He looks like fucking John Wayne Gacy of lighting guys. Not even a father, not even a parent you trust over me. It's crazy." You didn't check his background, Diane. No, you didn't. You have to have power. You have to have rules in place, I guess, because you guys made a shitty career choice that led to you standing in a parking lot wearing a fucking tutu. So let me leave you with this. Fuck you, and Miss Diane, fuck you. I'm not sure if you've ever told an old lady to fuck off right to her face. But you gotta try it, it's fantastic. They don't see it coming. Everyone's so nice to them. They go baby bird immediately. They go, "Oh!" Gotta try it. Said, "You need to leave." Now they want me to leave the premises. And I think I'm crazy. I go, "I'm not going anywhere." Then I called my wife, left out some details. I said, "You're right, they're not letting us in here. What are you gonna do about this?" She goes, "We're gonna write the nastiest Yelp review." And I said, "You're not paying attention to my act at all, are you?" said, I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Are we ever coming back here again? She goes, absolutely not. I said, that's all I need to know. And I hung up. And I'm sure she went, no, 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 no. She knows.